Good morning, everybody. It's a Friday morning. I'm just getting up. Haven't even had breakfast yet. But I'm going to do something a little different today. Welcome back to Life's a Wild Ride. We're going to just show you the process of me packing up here in my staging room and my filming room here to head over and take care of Mom, because this is the day that my brother and I switch. He's been over there since Monday afternoon. I take over Friday mornings, and then we switch back over Monday. So first thing I got to do is kind of pack up, and I've already, some of the stuff stays in the suitcase, but then I finish filling them up and packing things away, and I head on over there, and I'll kind of take you along for that process. Don't mind me, I'm still waking up. I do eat breakfast here at home Friday mornings, so I'm going to go ahead and get that out of the way, and then we'll get you on my forehead here and take you along for the journey over there and setting up. So I can spend the weekend over there, care for Mom, and I still get out on the bus and do different things too. So don't worry, those videos are still coming every Monday. Breakfast is cooking, and what I normally do is, first I grab these and unplug them from my wall, bust on my bed. I get them all wound up here, I'll stick them in on the side, components right here. Basically it's my phone and watch charger. And I got my iPad thing, and the charger for that is in here. It's very close. I got my hard drive, backup, and DVD disc that I need sometimes. Pajamas. I just put this in to protect the laptop. I just put it on top like this. Just so it's not banging around too much. Every Friday I pack up like this and go over, and then Monday I pack up and come home. That's the GoPro charging cord. I usually bring the GoPro on my head right now. Put that wire down there. Alright, and some charging wires up here. Alright, that's pretty much all I put in this one. There's a few other things at the bottom, but that stuff stays in there. This one here is some random stuff. Nail clipper, little travel packs, I need something like that. This goes back both of me, some food items that I eat. And I stuck a pill in here, and I'll end up finding my sweatshirt, and I'll go in there as well. But for now, we'll zip it up and get it out in the room. I don't bring my big camera. I usually just do filming with my cell phone if I do any filming over there. But typically what happens is I do all my filming on my days that I'm here. Like one day, I'll try to film all day or most of it. And then since I'm over there and I have to be, near Mom most of the time, in the evenings I spend at the computer doing all of the editing each day. So I just stay busy on that over there, not so much editing. I don't use the computer at home here hardly at all anymore. Mainly the 4 days I'm over there, 3.5 days. So go get this stuff out in the other room. I'm sure I missed something, I always do. As they said, right here. And then I put any last minute things in here I need before I go. So I'm just loading a few last minute things in my luggage here, and then we'll get this zipped up and we'll be headed off. I got everything packed up. I loaded some sodas and stuff in here. Now it's time to head out. Oh, I gotta say bye to my wife.
Hi.
So yeah, obviously if you've watched this channel, going over to take care of my mom because she has dementia, needs 24-hour care. Sometimes people don't realize that these type of diseases affect more than just the person, affect several families. So I leave my wife behind here for the next several days. I do see her every day though. My brother comes over and covers for an hour. I come back home before she goes to work, and then I go back over and care for my mom after that. And then I do the same for him. He has cats and stuff, so he goes home for an hour every day in the afternoon so he can do what he needs to do at home. I'll watch Mom and be at her house. The one benefit is I don't have to drive anywhere, so that is a benefit. I'm just walking over here. Let's get over there and get set up. Well, my luggage gets heavy though. Now I don't know what we're gonna find when we go in. Sometimes my mom is up. She's usually up around right now because she's had breakfast. Sometimes she goes back to bed, sometimes she's up, so we'll see. I might edit some stuff out if she's not doing super good, but I just, you guys watch this channel. It is Life the Wild Ride, and you will continue to see bus build videos, but I thought I'd just, show you a little bit of behind the scenes stuff of what we do and what, anybody that has family members sometimes has to deal with. So there's my brother. Welcome me. Yeah, he just punched his time clock. Welcome me in, and he'll be packing up today and headed home. Oh, the dogs are out. Oh, now they want to come in. All right, so Mom's been up and had breakfast, and she's now back to bed. So it's a mess in here now. You just got to remember that my brother moves in and moves out every week. I move in and move out every week, and my mom still lives here. So we handle all the stuff. So unfortunately, sometimes the room gets a little messy here because we're in transition pretty much all the time. So he'll pack his stuff up, which he's already done most of it. He's down to just a few things. And then I'll set my stuff up, unpack, and that's my workstation. So I'll show you a little bit throughout the day, not everything, but I thought I'd give you a little bit of behind the scenes look of what we do. That's right. Right now it's his workstation. We don't have an actual
30 more seconds.
We don't have an actual time clock because yes, this is our job, but it's came from our moms.
Well,
we don't
actually,
look at it as a job.
You kind of fibbed. We do have a time clock.
Well, yeah, we do have. We actually have an actual time clock. So part of this, my brother and I are also downsizing our own homes as well as this one because my dad passed away, as you probably know. And looking through his stuff and, you know, cleaning out, we actually found a time clock with time clock cards. And we joked about setting it up here at the front door, but we probably won't. So one thing I haven't really talked about, you got to remember, is this is my mom and dad's house, and with dad gone and Mark and I here, we have really tried hard not to change anything in the house, just the way it was set up, because of mom's dementia and stuff like that. And we just don't want to, mess up her routine. We did do some cleaning and some adjusting that more needs to be done, but we try to do it very slowly so that it's not any major change from mom. So any of the stuff you see around here, decor, is really all her stuff. And Mark's just finishing up breakfast. Mom got up a little late today, and he's making her breakfast now. We checked her sugar. We have all her stuff here that we deal with, and then of course we keep a chart over here so we can we know every day where we're at. We put a new one up. We're going to put a whiteboard up here so we know what her sugar's at, pills and shots that she's taking. We have it all laid out. But really, that's kind of, this is the transition period, right?
Yeah,
so we do twice a week.
I'll put these away. She'll probably want one more. I don't know if you want to do it after or...
Yeah, that's fine. So one thing we do is mom continually asks for food. So we put just a few eggs in this, and then downstairs we have another refrigerator that would keep all of the extra food in that she either can't have or she'll just eat. Oh, we gotta clean the refrigerator again. She gets in here. Now we strategically lay out certain things for her that's healthy for her to eat, sugar-free, because she gets up several times a night. Most of the time we wake up too, but this way she can get healthy snacks, and she just leaves stuff everywhere. We have to continually go back and clean up after her. But we don't want to deprive her of her regular routine of getting up, getting snacks, and what she does. So we just limit what she can have, and we store all the extra stuff that she can't or we know she'll get into downstairs, so she doesn't have easy access to it. But it is a constant, it's constant, never ends as far as cleaning up and, trying to stay.
It's easy to do. Do the fridge like once a week. Sometimes it just stays clean.
Right, it all depends on,
what she snacks
on, whether she puts it away or not. It's what it, we take care of all our laundry, so we do laundry a couple times a week. Each of us do at least 1 or 2 loads when we're here. We do all the dishes. We pretty much do everything. Mom doesn't want to do much. She's sitting over there, which is fine. Sometimes she's pretty interactive, but many times she's not.
Speaking of
but
dishes,
she is still in her home.
This is eliminates salt, and she likes it.
Oh yeah, like Mrs. Dash.
I put just a
really little bit.
Small amount. And
now, as a side note, not to cut you off, Mark, the 3 months since Dad's passed away, and Mark and I have pretty much handled everything that Mom eats. Her blood sugar levels, all of her blood work has been an astonishing comeback and corrected. So we feel pretty good about what we're doing for her as far as health-wise as well. All right, I got to finish setting up. Hello. This stuff is not Mom's, so I'll hide it so she doesn't get into it. I think there's a drawer here with not much in it that I can slide this right in. And when I eat, I'll grab that stuff there. Oh, that ain't gonna work. That's full of towels we use though. Let's see. We don't really use the dishwasher because Mark and I pretty much do dishes right away. This is where Mom doesn't know. It's where I hide her snacks. Oh, you want to eat them, huh? I hide them from you too. So I hide it right in here. Mom doesn't know. They're safe and secure. So I want to give her a cookie. Bam! Well, we used to put them up here, but the way we move them around, she's sitting there now. She can see right into here. And she's like, I know you're hiding something. Because some days she has days she's super sharp, which is great. But then you can't be as stealthy, or you have to be more stealthy. So that day she saw me doing something, I just got to open this up, and they've been safe ever since. So that's where I'll put my food. All right, so we have this bill tray. We have this one that she gets with food twice a day. We have her night shot one. I have my own stuff. Mark and I adjusted it. I put it over there so I don't have to dig for it. It's right there, ready to go.
Well, I put it over here because I know where it is every night.
Yeah, I put it over there. And I don't have to dig for it. I just grab it because I don't go back over here after supper. And then we record everything in here that we do, and we have a chart and all that stuff. Hey, Mom, say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
You're going to be on YouTube, famous.
That's good.
All right. Hey, Leah, you're a good girl. Bandit. See, by doing this, she's able to stay home with her dogs. Well, all right. So I am now over here in charge, and I got my workstation set up here. I got my laptop and stuff. All right, so I'm over here. I am set up. I got my laptop set up here, and I have my monitor for my mom. And my phone, everything, and my brother's on his way now, so I've got my luggage over here, and I did end up making, well, basically, it's seamless, pretty much seamless for Mom. I come over to take over, Mark leaves, she got up late, had a late breakfast, so when she needed additional eggs, I took over the cooking, he finished packing up and headed out for the next few days, you know, I got her additional eggs, so it was completely seamless for Mom. And by doing this, you know, we do have some sacrifices. Fortunately, we're both close to our homes. If you've seen my other videos, you know our proximity here. So we're able to do other things, but give Mom great care. And the most important thing is we've kept her in her home. And we've really kept the home just the way it's always been for the most part, other than a few modifications so we can set up our life over here when we're here. But because of that, she gets to stay home with her dogs, and she gets up on a regular basis at night and gets into the refrigerator. And if we were to put her in a home somewhere, she would not be able to do that stuff. And you know, we're fortunate enough we're in a position we can do it. We are working hard on our YouTube channels. We have a couple of them, each of us, to hopefully, you know, get to a point where we're earning enough money to maintain this, because obviously we can't do this forever. We're using up savings and stuff like that. But it's the right thing to do for Mom, so that's why we're doing it. You know, it's got its pros and cons in anything you do in life. So I'll try to pop in here a few times throughout today and kind of show you some of the things I do. And then we'll get this video uploaded at some point this week. But it's supper time. Want to say hi to everybody on YouTube, Mom?
Hi, everybody.
All right, I'm going to make you supper, okay?
Yeah.
So we're going to make haddock. She likes haddock, so we're going to do some haddock. For lunch, I made her hot dog today, and her sugar was good, so she actually had a piece of bread with it, too. First thing we need to do is... basically, I'm going to just a little bit of seasoning on here. And I get this go on that. And I use a spray butter. I'm going to get this in the oven. And then I will check her sugar. She's over there waiting. We went shopping today, so we got to clean up the table and all that. Alright, so we just checked her sugar, and it was 106. That's good. She's had all her medicine, so I got her some haddock, some string beans, a couple pieces of celery, and a piece of cheese. And that will be supper. All right, Mom, here's supper.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, look, my brother's back. That's because it's supper time, and in half an hour, I get to go home and see my wife for an hour. before she goes to work. First thing you're eating is your celery.
Yep,
Anything else? You're all set for the moment.
Say hi to the world, Mom.
Smile.
I did.
Hello again. I'm back from, I go home for an hour every evening between 6:30 and 7:30 while Tracy's getting ready for work. I'm now back. I did the final medicine for Mom tonight and she's in bed. I do gotta get the dogs to go out for a walk and then get them back into bed. But now I'm gonna just set up my bed here real quick. I'm gonna be up for a walk. I'll be doing some editing, but let me just show you how I set up my sleeping arrangement for the nights that I'm over here. I believe my brother sleeps on the couch. I used to sleep on the couch, but I just find it uncomfortable. I keep slipping down the crevice and it's not the best setup, so I chose to transfer to a cot. Notification is telling me my wife is at work, safely at work for the night. Basically what I do is I make a few adjustments in Mom's... Oh, we gotta do some house cleaning for sure. It's beautiful out too, so we got the door open. But I just set my cot up right here. And the reason for this particular location is I have clear shot right down the hallway here. I end up closing this because that light gets shut off and stuff. But Mom's bedroom is straight down that hallway, and I keep a monitor right where I'm sitting. There'll be a monitor with sound and alerts if she gets up or anything, so we make sure she doesn't fall or anything like that. But if she starts coming down the hall or anything, I can roll over, bam, see her, make sure she's not running the stove or leaving the refrigerator open, which is common sometimes. So that way we can, make sure she's safe, but still has the comfort of getting around the house. And I can be right here, and bam, in a moment's notice, I'm alerted. I can turn and see what's going on. Because typically, sometimes I move that curtain out of the way too. But I can see her on monitors as well. We have the whole, the house has got security monitors everywhere, and we can bring it up on our computers to monitor whatever we need to monitor. This is where I'll sleep. Well, all right, guys. It is 10:30 at night. I am wrapping up editing and I'm going to bed. Tired. Mom's been in bed now for a bit. She has got up a couple times and watched a little bit of TV. So she now is in bed. Dogs are in bed. Everything's wrapped up. I'm tired. It's been a long day. Time to hit the sack. All right. So some final things I have to do. Set up the rest of my sleeping arrangement. Now don't mind the mess here. Like I said, we are shifting stuff constantly over here. I plug my phone in there. Mom's going back to bed. I can bring this back to where it was. Let's see. Let's close this. All right, this I'll set up in just a second. I know this is rudimentary, but you know what? It works. My nighttime laptop. This sits here. Plugs in there. Set up the monitor here. All right, and then walkie-talkie. So with this, I am in instant communication with my son at home and my brother at his house. If there's an emergency or something, I need additional help, I have help immediately. So I bring that over here as well. Get it all minimized down so the computer will go to sleep once that's done uploading. That's really about it. You may not be able to hear me very much, but I'm trying to be quiet. Alright, we got our sound back, turn back on, and motion on. So if Mom were to get out of bed, then I would get a motion alert. And I can hear if she calls for me, either from here or down the hall, and I'll show you that. So I sleep here, but then I can roll this way, and as you can see, I can see right down that hall. And the kitchen refrigerator and the stove is right there. And that's what I need to see the most of. And the cellar door is there. We don't want her going down the cellar door. I don't know how well you're going to see me. Maybe the computer light will help. That's really it. I know I kind of showed you bits and pieces of the day. Tomorrow we'll start again. Alright, good night. Have a good evening. Yeah, it's about 2:30 in the morning. Mom's getting a snack. So she had her 2 o'clock snack, and now she's headed back to bed. So as you can see, this location here is perfect to be able to see what she's doing and make sure she's safe. Now in the refrigerator, we strategically put only foods that are okay for her to have, so that way I don't have to get up and make sure she's not getting into something that she shouldn't have. So the night before, we lay out all the snacks that we don't mind her getting in the middle of the night, and then she can just take what she likes, and there's nothing we need to worry about except for the fact make sure she doesn't cook or something along those lines. So alright, I'm gonna try to go back to sleep unless I get alerted again. Good night, everybody. See you in the morning. Well, it's morning and it's time to start the routine over again and see if we can get some stuff done. Mom's still sleeping. I'm gonna get up and put my stuff away and start breakfast. So hopefully you enjoyed this behind the scenes look at least my life. I'm sure my brother will do a video too, during the time that we're over here caring for Mom. Of course, you know, we can't show everything because it's just too much. Just to wrap it up, that's about a 24-hour period. Again, you didn't see everything, of course, when I was out on the bus a couple times in the garage cleaning. But, you know, just a little bit of what we do and how it's, you know, changed our lives. Obviously, you know, my wife is at work right now. She'll be coming home and she'll visit with me for a few minutes this morning before she has to go to bed. But I'll be here for the day caring for Mom. And we'll do it all again tomorrow as well. Hopefully you enjoyed a little bit, or at least got to see the insights or behind the scenes of what we do to care for our moms who just, you know, we don't want to put her in a home. And right now my brother and I are able to provide the care needed, and we have the time, fortunately, at the moment, to do this and keep her home where she belongs as long as we possibly can. So, you know, if you have a family member with dementia or of any of those type of things, you know exactly, you know, what we're going through. But you just take it one day at a time and, you know, enjoy the good days and work through the bad days. Thanks for swinging by. Life is a wild ride.